Dig it. I'm on my way.
Where you going, Rootwork Jones?
There's some musty suckers on the streets. I got to go handle that. I got to split, baby. Can you dig it?
When you need to clean the stank off the streets, you don't call your mama. You call Rootwork Jones. Rootwork Jones is a stone-cold dude that keeps the stanky suckers shaking in their boots.
Listen up, chumps. I'm looking for Dolomus. Can you dig it?
Rootwork Jones is getting down to the nitty-gritty, taking on the mustiest sucker in the city.
Dolomust is my name, and staying good and musty is my game. Where is Rootwork Jones?
This is a super soul brother getting rid of the stank. And you can for sure take that to the bank.
Take that, you musty jive turkeys.
When Rootwork Jones is not dealing with drama, he finds time to deal with foxy mamas.
Why don't you come on over here and give me some of that root work, sugar?
Rootwork Jones. He's bold. He's bad. And he's keeping the suckers musty mad. Rootwork Jones coming to a theater near you. Go to rootworkstyle.com.
If you're looking for a festive night out with real energy, pull up to the Hilarious Harvest Hangout at the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, November 15th at 7 p.m.
This is not your regular comedy show. We're talking live comedy, culture, and straight up good vibes inside one of the most unique venues in Los Angeles. Hosted by Tariq Nasheed and Dwan B, featuring comedy heavy hitters Chris Spencer, Daphne Springs, Mario Hodge, and more surprise guests in the building.
You don't want to miss this. Complimentary dinner is included, so come eat good, laugh hard, and connect with real people.
So we want to see you in the building. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get your tickets now. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com.
All right. What's up, man? We here. We are in here, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you guys up in the building. What's going on, man? Everybody, if you can give a retweet, that would be simply stunning. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Glad to have everybody all up in this piece. We're ready to chop up game as we always do, ladies and gentlemen. And again, everybody give me a retweet. I'm going to shout everybody out in the room in 1 second. Let me just throw the notification on Facebook. Let me do that. Let me do that real quick. And by the way, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are having the Hilarious Harvest Hangout at the Hidden History Museum. That's in a couple of weeks. That's November 15th, Saturday. I want to see you in the building. Come out and kick it with us. Have a great dinner with us. Enjoy comedy. Enjoy great music. It is a vibe. So y'all need to come on down, ladies and gentlemen. Get your tickets now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. And the link is below right there, ladies and gentlemen. The link is down there below. All right. So how y'all living, man? Let me shout out some of the family in the room real quick. I see Nikki the God. I see Miss Ebony Dean, the lovely Ebony Dean. I see Great Achievements, Tracy Tatum, DJ Wiz, the Tethernator, Naturally Me. So respect to the family, respect to you guys. Oh, man. So waiting on everybody to come on in the room. Again, give me that retweet. People are coming in. Michael Ward and everybody say what's up to my brother Ward Talks. Also, what I want to do later on in the broadcast, because I haven't taken calls in a minute. So I got a new phone system set up, and I want to try that out. So I'm going to have some of you guys call up a little later, okay? I got a new phone system set up, new phone number, because I used to use Skype. So Skype has been sold, and I was having issues with Skype for a minute. But I got a new phone system, and I'm going to have you guys test it out this evening. What's up, Paul? You said you finally caught a live? Real talk. I did a broadcast last night talking about the Verzuz with No Limit Records and Cash Money. People are still talking about that. Who saw Verzuz? Who saw the Verzuz yesterday? Who saw the Verzuz? Verzuz was interesting. The Verzuz was very, very interesting. And it's pretty unanimous that No Limit took that. No Limit got it. But I had some people who want to argue. Hell no, it was Cash Money. They got the most hits. Cash Money got the most hits. They got the... Okay. Listen, this wasn't a listening party. This was a performance. This was not a listening party. Because I was arguing with my wife about it because she likes a lot of the Cash Money stuff. And she's like, oh, this song is a hit. But I'm like, baby, they're not performing it up to par. They're not, the song is good, but they're not performing it that good. No Limit, they're getting it in. No Limit was getting it in. Come on now. You just saw the clips. Yeah, No Limit was killing the game. And they were pulling out all the punches. When they brought Mia X out, Cash Money didn't have an answer to Mia X. Come on. They were losing all around. They did not have an answer to Mia X. Also, No Limit had all their star players. Master P is the star player. He was there leading the pack. Cash Money, their star player is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne wasn't there. So there were a lot of disadvantages for Cash Money. Cash Money had a lot of disadvantages. They didn't have their star player up there. Yeah? Master P, No Limit, they didn't have Mystical, but Mystical's locked up. But yeah, they didn't have an answer to Mia X. Shit. Then Snoop came out and that was like the cheat code. Also, when Birdman was doing the whole stunner thing, like, okay, listen, they had to learn just like the Dipset had to learn. See, the Dipset went up there thinking, okay, we're gonna be flashy, we're gonna stunt with the jewelry, the gear, the fashion. Yeah, so that's gonna be our advantage. We're gonna go up here showing all the jewels and all the money and no. Listen, when it comes to performances, you gotta bring the heat. The audience wants to see synergy. You understand what I'm saying? They want to see synergy. Master P and those guys had synergy, ladies and gentlemen. There was a synergy with their performance. I want y'all to understand how live performances work. See, that's what the Locks understood. They understood synergy. Whereas Dipset, you can tell they weren't really getting along. They were just there for the bag. They were kind of disjointed, just kind of walking around, everybody doing their own thing. It was just, we're here for a bag. Yeah? And the audience felt that. And the audience wasn't really relating to it. Yeah? Same thing with Cash Money. Stunner, Birdman was like, yeah, I started this stunning shit. I was the first that had the gold teeth. I had the tattoos on my face, whoop-de-whoop. All he did with that, he gave Master P a layup. When Stunner started bragging about being the first with the gold teeth and all that, he gave Master P an alley-oop. Because when he said that, he was like, yeah, I started this stunning shit. I had gold teeth and diamonds in my teeth. And then Master P was like, okay, yeah, I give you that. Yeah, you started all that stunning stuff, all that stunning stuff. But yeah, I'm from uptown. I started this and boom, went into Bout It. Like, damn. And killed it. You gave him an alley-oop. I don't know why. Birdman gave that dude an alley-oop when he did that. He went into Bout It. That was an intro to him coming through with Bout It and killed it. They lost right there. That clinched the deal right there. That clinched it right there. Yeah? But, when he did, this is what I started and then played Bout It, it was over. It was done. They couldn't come back from that. They couldn't come back. But it was good. I really wish they had had it in New Orleans. I wish they would have had it in New Orleans, but I understand because from what I'm gathering, I'm thinking they wanted to avoid any kind of street politics because, again, Cass was on stage talking trash. Stunner was on stage talking trash. Yeah? So they probably didn't want the Verzuz to spill over in the New Orleans streets. Because, you know, all of them from New Orleans, all of them got different crews. So it only takes somebody to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing for the streets to get lit up. It only takes one person to say something off the cuff. So, but I really wish they had done it in New Orleans. I really wish they would have went down there and did it there. Yeah, but it was the crowd. Yeah, I don't feel like the crowd was thorough enough. Again, it should have been a Southern crowd. They should have had it either in New Orleans. They could have even had it in Atlanta. They could have had it in Atlanta. They probably got a good deal up in Vegas. They probably got a good deal at the venue up there because Vegas is kind of hemorrhaging with tourism. So they probably got some good deal up there. I don't know, but they really should have had it in the South. I think the energy would have been better. I think the energy would have been much, much better in the South. But family, understand synergy. When people go see a performance, ladies and gentlemen, synergy is very, very important. How the groups interact with each other, man, that says a lot. That synergy, that's like a shared vibration between the performers and the audience. See, that's the essence of live music, family. That is the energy exchange. When a group has synergy, you're locked into the same rhythm, the same emotion, the same intent. The audience, you can feel that. You can feel that unified vibration. Yeah. So that transforms it from just a simple concert to an experience. You want to experience what's happening on stage. You want to be a part of the energy. You just don't want to hear the music. You want to feel oneness with the band. You know? Because music itself is built on basically harmonious synergy. You know, at its core, music basically is organized sound, different tones, rhythms, energies, all working together with balance. That's why you feel a certain way. It brings out certain emotions when that harmony and that balance is in play. So the synergy, that's the DNA of the music. Yeah? So when performers lack synergy, the music loses its balance. Yeah? And the performance, it just feels mechanical. It doesn't feel authentic. And when you have synergy, that translates emotions into the performance. You know, a good live act, that's like an emotional organism. See, when the artists, they're all in sync, their emotions kind of amplify each other, and that creates moments of tension, release, and a shared expression. That's why I like New Edition. That's why people love to go see New Edition, man. Those guys got a lot of synergy. They respect each other. They've been around for they've been together for 40-something years. They've been together forever. And their energy is just unmatched. And people love that. That's why these guys they got sold out tours to this very day. Yeah. You can feel the energy of the artists. And audiences, they can sense disconnections instantly. They can see when, you know, they might not know music theory, but they can feel when the chemistry isn't there. They can feel the lack of synergy between the artists when it's awkward, uninspired. And then the audience, they kind of start disengaging because the audience, they see if the artists are not connected with each other. And it just makes everything feel off. Yeah. So using that knowledge, applying that to the performance, Master P and those guys were all on the same page. Were dressed alike, dancing alike, working as an army, doing the whole no limit soldier thing. So they understood synergy. They understood that. Whereas Cash Money, it was just like everybody was just kind of doing their own thing, and then Birdman dissed Turk. Turk wasn't there, and that the vibe was off. The vibe was very, very much off. The audience didn't know the NOLA raps, right? I really wish they would have done it in New Orleans, man. That it would have been much, much better. Yeah. Say the New Edition, that was the first concert you ever went to? Yeah, I've been seeing them when I was a kid. The first concert, family, I went to, the indoor concert, because I used to go to these different outdoor festivals and stuff. But the first indoor concert I went to, ladies and gentlemen, was The Time. It was Prince, Vanity 6, and The Time. December 1982, Birmingham Civic Center. I'm a kid. And I went by, my mom dropped me off. Back in those days, we can get dropped off as kids. Our parents would do stuff that I would never do with my kids now. It's a whole different vibe and era. But yeah, when I was 9 and 10, my mom would drop me off at concerts. Yeah, we would walk everywhere. But I guess we were more responsible then. It was less danger. But yeah, 1982, I went to see The Time. Well, really Prince. And that shit changed my life. Because I was a big fan of Prince, fan of The Time, but The Time killed that. And I went there. I had on some bullshit. I was dressed like Roger from What's Happening. I had on like a little sweater with a little button shirt. Had like a little burgundy sweater with a little button shirt, a little tie, and some gray pants that was high waters, and some damn hush puppy shoes. I had on some, I'm a kid. So I got on a little, I'm thinking I'm doing something. I had a little Sunday school outfit. That's what I'm literally wearing. I'm a kid, so I ain't got nothing dressy. I'm like, I want to, So I put on my little Sunday school outfit. I'm there looking like I need to have a Bible in my back pocket or some shit. So I'm sitting on the left side of the venue. So I get there, I'm there, and Vanity 6 comes out. They come out first, and they're doing their thing. And I remember, I'm like, Vanity was popping coochie. I'm like, should I be looking at this? I'm looking around like, am I going to get in some good trouble? She throwing her cootie cat around. They're not going to ask me to leave, are they? Because I don't want to go. I likes it. So my eyes are bucking because I'm seeing Vanity. I'm a nasty girl popping. And I'm like, ooh, Lord Jesus. I was a child. I won't be a child no more. So my little eyes are bucking. Vanity 6 doing their thing. And after they're done, The Time comes out. And boy, these niggas are killing it. Boy, The Time comes out and they are killing it. Every one of them, they got crazy synergy with each other. Every one of them, they're all, I'm talking about the original Time. Not what you saw in Purple Rain. Not what you saw in Purple Rain, that's different. I'm talking about the original Time. Morris, Jerome, Jesse, Terry, Jimmy Jam, Jelly Bean, and Monte. Those dudes, the best band ever. So they come out, and they didn't have all these pyrotechnics and all this stuff. It's just them rocking out on stage. It's funk. And also, when you're playing funk, you feel the heartbeat. So that funk is hitting you. And it's my first time being in a venue with these big-ass speakers. So that funk is bopping me in the chest. I'm like, woo! They're killing it. Morris is killing it. The women going crazy. Terry is killing the bass guitar. The women are yelling for Terry. Jelly Bean is in the back going nuts on the damn drums. The white man, Monte, was grooving. They had the white man grooving. Him and Jimmy Jam would run across the stage and trade keyboards. Jesse, you can look at either one of them and all of them are just magnetic. Just their synergy. They're just falling in line with each other. They'll run across the stage and then bam, they all do dance steps together. Like, goddamn, these niggas. And they all dress fly in them fly-ass suits, and I'm looking at the bullshit I got on, and the women going crazy. Jesse Johnson started doing, like, Jesse! And he's doing a guitar solo. He's swinging the guitar around. These dudes were incredible. Women going nuts. Women going insane. I'm like, damn, these niggas are cool as hell. These dudes are killing the game, and they were so good because that chemistry was incredible. That synergy was incredible. This was before Jungle Love. They were doing Get It Up, Cool, all that stuff. Killing it. They didn't need no smoke, mirrors, none of that. No, it's deep. They're like probably hands down the best funk band all around because there's no weak links in the time. There were no weak links in the time at all. All of them were just exciting and on point. The synergy with those guys were incredible. They were so good, it was hard for Prince to follow them. I don't even remember what Prince did. I don't even remember what Prince did that day. I remember seeing it. I don't even remember. Prince had to kind of get the audience back. The time just funked the energy out of everybody. So Prince kind of had to get the audience. No, I like Cameo, but name the members of Cameo. I put it that way. Slave, I love Slave. Name the members of Slave. I love Kool and the Gang. Name the members of Kool and the Gang. I love the Ohio Players. Name the members of the Ohio Players. That's what I'm saying. The time is so good. You know all of them by name. They're so good. And all of them were pretty much standalone artists. If you look at the time, most of those guys kind of did things on their own and were still successful. They wrote songs for other people and were still successful. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, we know what their get down is. Even Monty Moore, he wrote songs with Janet Jackson. Jesse Johnson had platinum records on his own. Yeah. So yeah, there's some bands that's funky, but I'm talking about a group that's everybody. There's no weak links at all. Yeah. Yeah, somebody said that's the day King Flex was born. Yes, it was. So after Prince came on, and again, I can't even remember what Prince did. That's how funky the time was. The time was killing him. Then after the show, I'm like, damn, I'm waiting on my mom to come pick me up. I'm like, God damn, these dudes are so damn cool. And all the women going crazy and all this. I'm like, God, how can I be cool like that? Then I'm waiting on my mom to pick me up, and like right across from the Civic Center in Birmingham, they have a Sheraton Hotel. That's where all the artists stays. And it's literally right across the street. There's a little tunnel you can walk from the Civic Center to the Sheraton. That's where all the artists would go. So I'm kind of waiting over there in the parking lot of the Sheraton to get picked up. Then I see a crowd of girls, all fine women hanging in front of the door of the hotel. Then I see the time coming across the street. They got an entourage of women with them. All right. So they go in the hotel, and I see one lady, fine as hell, a mini skirt on. Hey, Morris, can I go with y'all? Morris like, yes. I said, oh, these motherfuckers are so goddamn cool. Damn it. Damn. I said, okay. No, wait a minute. Hold on. It can't be like this. Like, damn, man, these niggas is cool as hell. I got in the car and said, Mom. My mom got me, Mom, I need a suit and a perm. Like, you can't get no damn perm, but give me a goddamn S-curl or something. I need something. Stop bullshitting with me. This shit has to change, Mom. I'm having a nervous breakdown. This ain't working for me. So that day on, if you see me in high school, I wore suits, little leather ties, had an S-curl slick down. I was trying to be like the time. That's when King Flex was born, right there. I'm trying to be like the damn time. Yeah? That's how much their synergy made an impact on me. That shit changed me. I wanted to be cool. I gotta be cool. I got to be cool like them. Those are who I want to be. I want to be just like them. Where women are begging to go with you. Like, shit, I want that. I want to be just like them. That's why I wore Stacey Adams, everything. Everything they wore, I wore. Yeah. That's why you see me, I'm going to math class in a 3-piece suit and some shades. Hey, Flex, take them shades off before we send you to the principal. Yes. So then me and all my buddies, we would, I was like, give me a knife. So yeah, me and my buddies, we would just compete with each other with wearing suits. Yeah? This was even before West End. Y'all. When we went to West End, we really turned it up. Yeah, this was before West End. When we went to West End, we really turned. Me and my partners, we would be playing up. We would have the suits and the ties. We would compete with each other. So that was the thing. We were like the GQ cats for a minute. You know? But I'm telling you, that synergy is very inspirational, man. When you have somebody, have a group of folks with that kind of synergy, it influences, man. It's real. Yeah, I had an S-curl. I couldn't get a perm. My mom would let me get a perm. But boy, I S-curled the shit out of this hair, though. Oh, I was the S-curl king. But listen, back to what we're talking about with the synergy with the Verzuz. And speaking of New Orleans, you know, y'all remember Chopper City, from Making of the Band, speaking of New Orleans. Y'all remember Chopper City? Chopper in the chopper suit and all that. There was a video of Chopper, speaking of New Orleans. And everybody give me a retweet. Let everybody know we're live. Everybody give me a retweet. Let me show y'all some. Chopper, he had a video talking about reparations. And understand, when people start saying weird stuff, you got to understand why they're saying certain things. When people say something weird and off the wall that don't really make sense, we got to understand why they're saying it. People just don't say stuff just to be saying it. But shout out to FBA Red for putting this on his page. But here's Chopper talking about reparations. Hold on one second. Let me play this. Listen to this.
Do we need reparations, Joker? I'm asking you, do we need reparations?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Because what our forefathers went through.
Did you go through it?
I read books about it, though.
I'm asking you a question.
I did not go through it.
You know why you didn't go through it?
Shit, because we fought a war and we won.
Shit, I don't know why either. But I'm going to say...
No. Because before we can't just breeze past this. I feel like we deserve reparations because they gave everybody else some motherfucking money.
I used to feel like that too.
They gave the Jewish community some money. They gave the
when they did what? When they did what first? When they came here, right?
Yeah.
They ain't give no Indian Jewish nigga reparations because he was born here. They only give you a certain reparation situation when you come to America.
Right.
What?
Because they feel bad. But see, they
not
don't
really. Because that's what they're supposed to do.
No, but it make
they're supposed to give you a head start here, especially when you're an immigrant. But
what?
Yeah, I don't either.
Right. Check it out. We got the short end of the stick, and we will always get the short end of the stick until we learn how to manipulate and pimp the system. This is what's crazy about it. We can pimp the system if we realize that it is a system.
Okay.
Do we need...
What does that mean? See, okay. What does that mean? Family, you got to watch when people start saying stuff. When people say stuff that don't make no sense, like that don't make no sense. You got to watch when people start saying stuff. People don't say stuff for no reason. When they say something, if people lie or just say something off the wall that don't make no sense, there's a reason why they're saying it. People ain't dumb. Sometimes people play dumb. Now, why would he say something just weird and off the wall like that? None of that made any sense, but this will help you explain why. This will show you why. Hold on. All right, here's another interview. This will explain why. Listen to this.
And all that. They all excited about it. But one time I'm at Daddy's house, and Half PR called me. He was like, "Get Puff for me." You know, a lot of people call him Diddy, but Half PR called him Puff. I love Half PR because he's Haitian, I'm Haitian. So it was a Haitian thing. It was always love for us. I still got love for Half PR, I'm Haitian. So it's PR because he's Haitian, I'm Haitian. Puff. I love Half PR because he's Haitian, I'm Haitian. So it was a Haitian thing. It was always love for us. I still got...
He's Haitian. That's why. I keep telling people, anytime we start talking about reparations and somebody hops in the room, well, we shouldn't get it, we shouldn't, we, us, we didn't, we shouldn't, all that, we, us, we shouldn't get this, we shouldn't get that. Man, we need to stop begging. We need to, when they start talking that, well, you're not even qualified to get it. You're not even qualified to get it. You know? This is why, ladies and gentlemen, delineation is very important. This is why we can't have non-FBAs speaking on our justice claims. That's the problem. That's why delineation is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. That's why when people say, why we got to be divided? Because when it comes time to justice claims, we got people who aren't even qualified hopping in. Hey, we don't need nothing. We got to pimp the system. What? We don't need all that muddying the water stuff. We don't need that muddying of the water nonsense. That's the problem. That's why delineation is very important. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, they understand that the delineation movement and the Renaissance is in full steam, and the dominant society, they are doing their damnedest to send in operatives paid to undermine the grassroots movement right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that Monaleo thing was about. That Monaleo thing with the female rapper doing the Sexy Solon song, that was something from the top, masquerading as a grassroots endeavor. It wasn't grassroots. That's why when she went out here doing interviews, she started kind of crapping on the grassroots. And again, people were questioning the weirdos that she had in her video, like that Conscious Lee dude. When they saw that weird dude in the video who's known as a Democrat shield, that raised everybody's antennas, and rightfully so. Now, Monaleo tried to use lineage-based advocacy to kind of pan-Africanize everything. We all need to be together. We don't need to be disunit. We all need unity. That's what we need. We all need unity. Well, here's the thing. We start pulling up her manager's tweets. Her manager, dude named Uncle Toby, he's a Nigerian dude. So we start pulling up his tweets. And this dude, let me show y'all, because we talked about this the other day. This is her manager, and I think he made his page private. Her manager, Uncle Toby. Oh no, where we at? Okay, where we at? There we go. All right, y'all bear with me for a second. So this is Uncle Toby's tweets. This is her Nigerian manager out there in Texas. So he got a whole bunch of tweets going back over a decade and a half. Back to Akadas. Let's not turn this into Igbo versus Yoruba. We're on the same team. It's the Akadas we don't like, remember? Oh boy, just everything was Akada. Akadas do things the hard way. So this dude just has so many tweets referring to us as Akadas. And also he had a bunch of tweets praising white women. Oh, I love me some white women. Oh, white girls this. Oh, I love white girls. It was very, very interesting. And hold on, there's some more. Let me pull up some more. Because he said a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on, let me show y'all some of the stuff this man was saying. This is Monaleo's manager. She's running around here talking about unity. So we start pulling up all the old tweets of this guy. I only let a white tattoo artist touch my skin with a needle. Is he white? I don't want no N-words to do my graphic stuff. This is how they talk about us. He's talking about the foundation that's like trash. And some more tweets. White girls do it right. Ooh, white girls, yes. Love eyes. White women, yes. I mean, good Lord. I need to get back on my white girls. Ooh, white girls. Damn, I need to get back on the white girls. I need my drugs. My girls like my drugs. White. I'd rather surround myself with white people and Africans. Look how far these tweets are going back, family. And then people wonder why we delineate from this? People wonder why we delineate from this? You understand? Talking crazy. Also, there's another artist on the label. He manages another artist. I think this artist is his cousin. The artist, hold on, let me pull up his tweets. He's a fellow Nigerian. All right. This artist, hold on, where is he? Is called Maxo Cream. All right. Let's show y'all this. This is Maxo Cream. All right. This is Maxo. Let's look at what Maxo said. Maxo sounds the same way. We pulled up his old tweets. I hope I never have kids with a bopping Akata bitch. I'll be disowned. F you dumbass black bitches. I'm going back to African women. Akata killer. Another tweet, Akata killer. He has a whole bunch of Akata killer tweets. Got to be my African side that keeps me going to school. My Akata side be saying F this shit. Akata females are so L. On some Akata shit. African gang Akata killer. So this man talking about killing us? Akata killer? Okay. These are Monaleo's people. This is our people. This is our crew. You think she didn't know how these people thought? And you running around reprimanding us talking about unity? We need to be unified? Dude. Oh, boy. Now, family. Now, we done pulled these tweets up, and boy, they've been copping pleas. They've been trying to delete their tweets. Oh, me, no Akata. It's a lot. I can show y'all more, but y'all get the gist. I mean, it's a whole bunch. It's way more than that, but I don't know. Okay, y'all kind of get the picture. I can just show you just years of calling us Akatas, just sitting up online, denigrating us for no reason whatsoever. I ain't no Akata, Akata killer, Akata, just nonstop. Now, look at these people that was being interviewed, who was interviewing Monaleo, because they're like on some Democrat shield shit too. And like this one dude, and I did a broadcast about this guy the other day, but he's up here with Conscious Flea. And this is one of the guys who did that old softball-ass interview with Monaleo. Now listen to what this guy talks about, how telling us how we need to kind of take the high road. Listen to this. I want y'all to catch this part. Hold on.
The most important thing about being a Black American is with the global presence that we have in our culture, with the copycatting that happens in our culture.
And this guy, I think he has a white mother. This guy here, and his mother gave him up for adoption or something weird shit, but hold on.
The denial of our culture, it's up to us to like morally take a high road when it comes to certain shit.
So he's telling us, this is some Democrat shield talk. If we get, what he's basically saying, if we get denigrated by tethers, we have to take the moral high road and not say nothing.
So like being xenophobic doesn't help anity, right?
No.
Being exclusionary of other cultures throughout the diaspora, even if sometimes y'all do that to us, that ain't our role.
Okay. Yeah, this is Democrat talk. So we're supposed to ignore these people sitting up here talking about a Akata killer, and we supposed to just take the high road and not say nothing? Go to hell. Go to damn hell. See, no, you notice these people never say nothing about all that Akata stuff. These people talking about Akata killer? We're Akatas and I ain't no Akata and kill the Akata. They don't never say nothing about that. But if we clap back on them, oh, y'all being xenophobic. Oh, FBA shouldn't be xenophobic. Damn that. It ain't our job to sit up here and let people denigrate us under some fake Pan-African Union that ain't there. Yeah, that's that Michelle Obama Democrat. They go low, we go high. Damn that. Damn that. That's not our role to sit up there and be denigrated, be somebody's damn dumping ground. Come on. But listen, Conscious Flea and all these people, they must have got an email from their handlers because, boy, they've been desperately trying to deflect from this stuff. All of these denigrating comments that these people made, and he's all clicked in with them. So Conscious Flea, he's been running around here. He tried to, make a little tweets like this about me. This man, a whole CIA informant, running around calling folks Democrat puppets. I'm on it, Tariq, overgrown weird ass. He failed at everything in life. Being an informant is a good fit. That's called projecting, because he's mad because we called out Monaleo's people, and it looks like their handlers sent them out to pretend to be grassroots, and it backfired. And they must have got an email from their white handlers saying, hey, dinner great, you better deflect away from this and start attacking Tariq. So these Democrat shills have been trying to attack me for the last couple of days to deflect away from Monaleo and her manager and all of that slick stuff they said about our lineage. And then another thing, you have some other people who act like they're grassroots who are up in these spaces who's been defending Monaleo and her people too, who act like they're nonpartisan and they hang out in these spaces and act like they're grassroots. And they're doing a lot of deflecting too. So they're running interference. You understand? We better understand what's going on out here. Now, as far as Conscious Flea, understand this. Because we got some other receipts on Conscious Flea. Now, understand, there are dark money groups, and there was an expose about this from the Democrats. Hold on. Pull this up. A dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democrat influencers. An initiative aimed at boosting Democrats online offers influencers up to $8,000 a month to push the party line. All they have to do is keep it secret and agree to restrictions on their content. So a lot of exposés have been coming out about how these influencers, quote unquote, are paid Democrat ops. Okay? Now let's look at some of these other articles talking about this. There's been a couple of articles exposing these Democrat ops. All right, hold on. Let's look at this stuff. The FEC lacks any clear payola disclosure rules for payments to individual influencers, but here's an attempt to dig through their campaign finance data. I'm reading it. There was a group called Good Influence, formerly known as Advocacy, who specializes in generating advocacy campaigns for progressive causes. The firm's creator networking includes Conscious Lee, JoJo from Jers, Josh, Health Got, Pink, Monterey, and several congressional campaigns and the Pennsylvania Democratic Party disclosed payments to the firm. So his name is popping up in a lot of these dark money firm payments, that Conscious Lee dude. And look, we did a little money trail. Let's go through the money trail right here. Let's go through a money trail. I like to show and prove. When people start talking about, oh, that dude's a paid op, that's an informant, that's a projection a lot of times. That's usually a projection. Let's look at this. Let's look at some receipts here, family. Let's go through some receipts. This is, you can go to FEC, the Federal Election Commission website, and they show you the disbursements from the Harris campaign. Harris for president, they gave $10,000 to Good Influence. Osborne for Senate, another Democrat, $25,000. Harris campaign, $5,000. They just money over and over again, $20,000, $50,000, $80,000, the Harris campaign. All these Democrats are giving this website, this organization called Good Influence, just millions of dollars. When you go to Good Influence's website, this is what you see. They got Conscious Lee's picture on there. You go to their website, this musty buffoon is right here on the damn website. They're real sloppy. So yeah, we can show you a direct link from the money to the buffoon. All right? It's a direct damn link. So yeah, there's no denying with these people. These people are getting that dark money Democrat funding, and their job is to attack the black grassroots. Their job, that's why they come around us talking dumb, wasting time. Their job is to dissipate the energy with these jive-ass talking points. Their job is to come among us, sowing dissension. You think Conscious Lee is the only one? You think that's the only one? You know there's others. So we're seeing the kind of money that's being thrown. Yeah? So this is why, family, their arguments are bad faith. They have bad faith. They're there to just, they're paid to come among you and just talk and run out the clock and waste your damn time. You don't get into good faith arguments with these people. Their job is to waste your time. Now listen, now why are they so hell-bent on attacking the grassroots? And yeah, Conscious Flea, their job is to just deflect from that Monaleo thing, deflect from her people denigrating us. Well, Tariq, he's the all leader. Tariq this, Tariq got these books. All of that is a deflection. See, and they have to deflect, ladies and gentlemen, because see, they have to protect their Trojan horse strategy. See, once it was exposed that Monaleo's manager and her label mates are Nigerian and they got all these anti-black sentiments, that let everybody know this is a Trojan horse move. They're trying to dress up Pan-Africanism and foundational Black American language so they can infiltrate and redirect the foundational Black American grassroots energy. Yeah? And then lying about influences on the grassroots. That's a deflection tactic. And also they want to try to discredit the lineage movement without directly engaging it. See, they can't do an honest debate against the delineation movement. So they just throw out a bunch of lies, and the name of the game is to just deflect. If you debunk one lie, they're just going to come up with another lie. Yeah? So understand the play that's happening here. And also they're trying to reassert control over the narrative. The Democrat establishment, they want control over Black messaging. We have independent foundational Black American voices that's challenging that. We're bringing receipts. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody's on lineage business. So we're demanding that we get tangibles. We're not going for none of these kumbaya deals. That's killing the Democrats right now. The Democrats don't know what to do because, yeah, you can't kumbaya us. You can't minority coalition us. You can't get us to jump on the immigration train. We're lineage strong right now. We're really real hell-bent on our lineage and what needs to be done for our lineage. That's a problem for the Democrats and the establishment within itself. That's a major problem. That's a problem. Because all of their agendas are based on tricking us to go along to uplifting everybody except ourselves. We ain't on that right now, and they ain't really got no other play. So the play is to come on in and just try to dissipate the energy and try to redefine what our lineage means. Yeah? Because listen, that whole Monaleo thing, that wasn't just about a song. That was a whole strategy to infiltrate FBA spaces with non-FBA surrogates. And they're trying to get ahead of the new elections that's coming up. And that play basically got exposed. So their strategy failed. So now what they want to do, they want to, when people start trying to slander the whistleblowers, when they try to start slandering me, the jig is up. When somebody's a whistleblower and they try to slander the whistleblower instead of addressing what just got exposed, that's a damn op play. Yeah? So they're very, very desperate right now. And again, watch out for these people who act like they're grassroots, because you got a lot of these folks who sit up here and talk the grassroots language, but a lot of them have been co-signing that Monaleo stuff and running interference for her people and these anti-Black American immigrants who's around her. A lot of these so-called Black grassroots people who are really Democrat ops themselves and alphabet ops themselves. You got to watch out for them. Yeah, watch out for those fake grassroots folks. They didn't optimize them for social media. Yeah, watch out for them. All these people who get up in our circles and start engaging in these manufactured weird beefs that's real weak. Those are disruption campaigns. You got to watch out for that. So we got to watch out for a lot of stuff out here, family. Because, the ops are real. The ops are out here. This grassroots movement. What did Bun B say about Monaleo? I didn't hear that. What did Bun B say about Monaleo? I didn't hear anything about that. But let me try something, family. Because like I said, I got a new phone number here. Let me have some of y'all call up. I'm gonna try my new phone line, ladies and gentlemen. I got a new phone line. Let me have some of y'all call up, and if you got something to say, have something to say if you call up. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me give y'all the number. Let me test out my phone line. Let me see how everything works, because I haven't taken calls on here in a long time. The phone number is, ladies and gentlemen, 818-600-7554. Call that number. Let me talk to the family, see how this thing works. 818-600-7554. That is the number, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Let's give a call and let's see how this thing works. All right? Let me see if this thing works. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a call. All right, let me see who this is. Hello?
Hey, Tariq. Hey.
I
wanted to ask you tonight as well. What you kind of explain what you thought about that no limit situation. But what do you think about Birdman with that kind of hardcore diss to Turk? I thought that was really unprofessional. I'm in New Orleans right now, and that's the kind of the news everybody's talking about in the street.
Yeah, and I talked about that. I addressed that earlier. Thank you for the call. I addressed that earlier. A lot of people do kind of feel a certain way about that. Let me get this call. I'm just testing the calls out, seeing how the call. Hello? Wait. Oh, wait a minute. All right. What's up, fam?
Hey, what's up, bro? This got claim this, bro. I'm calling. I don't want to shout you out. Like, bro, you a real nigga, bro.
I respect that. Thank you, brother. The phone line's a little janky. That's why I'm testing the phone lines here. Thank you, brother. 305. What's up, man?
Hey, Tariq.
Hey, dear. How are you?
I'm calling you from Miami.
How you doing, dear? What's your name?
My name is Sassy.
What's up, Sassy? How you doing, dear?
I'm good. I just want to let you know that we still here. Some of us still FBA is still in South Florida. It's not Tetherland.
With respect, how's everything going down there in Miami?
It's kind of windy because, the storm out there, but it's lovely.
Oh, yeah, it is a storm coming. Okay, I forgot about that. Thank you, Sassy. Oh, yeah, there's a storm coming. I hope y'all going to, I know there was a hurricane headed for Jamaica. Yeah, there was a hurricane headed for Jamaica. I hope they're going to be all right. When is that hurricane going to hit, family? I completely forgot about that. When is the hurricane supposed to hit Jamaica? Ladies and gentlemen, let me try some more phone lines here. This is an LA number. What's up, 424?
Hey.
What's up,
What's up, Flex?
How you doing, fam?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good, man. You out here in LA?
Yeah, I'm out here in LA. I'm going to ask you a question real quick. My name's Denzel. I talked to you before on Twitter Spaces, but nonetheless, I want to know what's your thoughts on this proposition. Gavin Newsom, he's endorsing it, saying yes, and we already know what he did earlier this year with the reparations. So I plan on voting no. I just want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, basically, it sounds like another study they're trying to put together. They're trying to do one of these little janky studies, and I'm kind of cool on these studies. Hey, 443.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
Hey, just Will calling from Baltimore. I just had a quick question.
Go ahead, Will.
Trying to figure out who are some of the new people that's going to be in the Hidden Color 6.
Oh, we're going to have the trailer pretty soon, so you'll see. I want that to be a surprise. But Shahrazad Ali is in it, James Small, Brother Kaba. So we got some of the people that were in the old ones and some new faces in there too. So I keep you guys posted on that. We're going to get a trailer for that pretty soon. Let's get 254.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Man, chillin', man. Hey, I appreciate everything you be doing, man. I'm calling from Texas, man. But one thing I trip off of with these tellers that I be hearing a lot, man, is that when they talk about, FBA, man, it's not federally recognized and all that. When people say that type of stuff, man, it just shows that niggas do not want to break up with white folks at all. Do not want to break up with these white folks' definitions of who and what we are in this country and who we were. So I be just tripping off that, man, every time people coming at you with that, man.
Real talk. Yeah,
that's all I want to say.
Thank you. Yeah, that's such a weak argument. It don't have to be. Look, we are recognized. We're foundational Black Americans. We don't need nobody to co-sign us. We've co-signed ourselves. that's the first step of power. When you can define who you are instead of letting people sit up here and define you. Notice everybody wants to define who we are. Everybody wants to tell us who we are. Even Africans and Caribbeans want to tell us who we are. No, you are Igbo, nigga. You are not FBA. You are Igbo. You are like me. No, because you said I was an Akata. So stop it. We're foundational, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, Brother Smalls, and he's cooking in it. Yeah, we got the heavyweights in there. They're chopping up some real good game. Yeah? Yes, indeed. Shout out to the FBA family. Respect. Speaking of FBA, I saw a clip of Chubby Checker. I saw Chubby Checker performing. I kind of made a joke and somebody got offended. I made a joke about Chubby Checker. I didn't even know Chubby Checker was alive, but I saw Chubby Checker performing. Hold on. And somebody got mad. They were like, how do you say that about our elder? Like right here, Chubby Checker was performing. Hold on, let me show this. Hold on. This is him performing. And he's 84 years old. Okay. This is Chubby Checker performing, 84. Okay. I didn't know, first of all, I didn't even know Chubby Checker was still alive. Okay. Respect. Respect to Chubby Checker. Respect to him. I didn't know the brother was still alive. That's Chubby Checker. He was a legend. He made a very hot song in the 60s called The Twist. And he's here with a toupee on. He has an afro toupee and some tight jeans. I thought it was a Filipino stud. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a Filipino stud. All right? Don't that look like a Filipino stud? I thought it was I wasn't trying to diss, but damn. They're like, that's Chubby Checker. How dare you? I said, okay, shit, I didn't know. He has more power to Chubby Checker. I just didn't know. Okay, my bad. Okay. I'm glad he's still alive. I don't know why he got on some skinny jeans and a toupee and some checkered boots. Okay, what am I supposed to think? But much respect to him. Much respect to him. Much respect to him. I'm glad he's out here doing the twists and getting his thing popping. I'm not mad at him. Yeah? He's 80 years old and still doing the twist in some skinny jeans. Man, go ahead with it, man. Get that money. Get that damn bag. Shit. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I respect the icon. I do. I'm not trying to denigrate our FBA brother. But family, let me get up out of here. Listen, go to everybody right now. Everybody go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. First, you need to get this book. You can get this book at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. You can get this book here, especially if you have kids, Hidden Heroes from A to Z. Very good book. Also, get your tickets, ladies and gentlemen, to join me and others at the Hidden History Museum. You understand? At the hilarious Harvest Hangout, we have the lovely Daphne Springs. We have Dwan B hosting. We have the legendary Chris Spencer, very, very funny. We have Chico Will. We have Mario Hodge. Very funny, man. We got very, very funny comics. We got complimentary food. It's going to be a vibe. That's going down Saturday, November 15th, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to see your face in the place. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. All right, and get your Rootwork deodorant right here. Rootwork at rootworkstyle.com. Rootworkstyle.com. All right, I'm up out of here, guys.